Lock it in, lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in. Are you ready to be entertained, educated? A little stimulation for your brain. Lock it in. Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to laugh? Are you ready to love? Then lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, lock it in. It's the Joe Lockett Show.
You ain't putting that in it? I did.
We live.
Okay.
All right.
We ain't got no intro today.
No, we did. I had to turn
You had the
off.
music played. You played
Yeah, I
the wrong
had to
music.
turn the music off. God, no, he didn't want us copyrighted before we started.
Yeah, because he had the wrong intro lined up. Hey, y'all, welcome into the Joe Lockett Show. It was bootleg as hell at the beginning, but we're here. How y'all doing?
It's still a bootleg.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Something about that view. Something about it.
No, that's the way it look on the screen, but on TV it looks
but
different.
it didn't look like that.
Oh, baby. Okay. Anyway, how y'all doing? Welcome into the show. It's Denise Day here on the Joe Lockett Show. She's in the
it
building.
is my day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Still my show.
Because that's not what you. It's whose show?
My show.
Whose show is?
I'm not gonna get none of
No.
this. I'm not gonna get none of this.
No, keep
I'm
going.
trying to say the show.
It's your day. So, hey, you know something, nephew? You're right. You know something? I promise you this. Nephew, cut my mic.
What?
You a lie?
Are you serious?
No. No, this is my day. However, you're on my show. Oh, go ahead, nephew.
Oh my God. So welcome into the JLS. It is the Joe Lockett Show. I am nephew. He is I, and I am him, and I am very uncomfortable. Don't know where we gonna go with today. But if you guys are locking it into the show.
Hey, nephew, if one of them shows you're not like, what the hell they doing over there?
No. It is nothing but questions. Nothing but questions. Because
It's nothing but love, bro. It's nothing
yo,
but
man,
love.
you so oh my God.
No,
I can't with you.
But cut my mic.
Oh my.
Dude,
No,
don't
I'm
be
not
your
finna do that.
feelings. Golly.
I am not
Go
gonna
on,
do that.
Nat.
You know,
Lock it in,
hold
lock
on.
it in,
Oh my
media.
goodness.
Go, nephew. Go.
First off, let's get some housekeeping in. If you're tuning into the show, make sure that you do like, share, subscribe, follow. Oh my God, I don't even know how we're gonna get through today. I do not know how we're gonna get through today.
Look, nephew gonna be the mature one today.
Look, because y'all got me multitasking while y'all want to imp
Well, you
around.
fucked up the intro.
Man,
My bad.
You fucked up the intro. We
Okay.
ain't have no intro today.
no.
I sung it, lock it in, lock it in.
Look. We didn't hear no intro. They heard something. It was just a mess.
We did metro then.
I ain't gonna be one. I go back to the situation like,
No.
like I did earlier, right?
Nah, I'm gonna have to cut the intro part.
Okay.
I don't need us getting
Hey,
copyrighted.
Bridget, how's it going? Hey, ladies, how's it doing?
Okay. All right.
Lady J, give me a call after the show. I will explain something to you about those shirts and Nate Dogg and Shar. But I still got y'all.
What shirts?
Don't worry about it. I got it. It was something that we did. I gave away some shirts and they haven't come to my people yet.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh, okay. I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
Okay.
But
I like
yeah,
the LAM gear, bro. You look good.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of service you offer over there, sir?
All of your podcasting needs, along with live shows and semi-professional photography, along with a little bit of hosting.
Okay, you do all that stuff now?
Does it all? He does
Okay.
it all.
Okay, so if somebody want to get your service, where can they go to, sir?
LIM Network on Facebook.
Okay,
Facebook
just-
page
just
there.
inbox you.
Or you can call the business
Hey, sure.
line 205-421-0213.
Hey, sure. Drop me your inbox. Drop me your telephone number in my inbox after the show. And I need to give you a call too. And Nate Dogg, if you're in here, right? Give me a call. I need to talk to y'all real quick.
But yeah. So today we have a few things to get into with the news. Probably won't be staying there all day, but it was a heavy news day. Got to get to what's been definitely going through.
But can I say something? If it's okay, Denise.
Oh Lord.
Can I say something?
Mhm.
It's okay. Okay, so I want to say thank you to everybody that's watched the show this morning on Coffees and Conversations with Joe at the Filter Coffee Parlor. Thank you to Maria and thank you to Diana. They were on the show today. Man, that show is the nephew. That show is almost at, when anybody understands social media or algorithms, that when you are not that famous, right? You get 10, 15 views. That show is almost at 300 views right now.
Really?
Right? Yes. That show is like, I think before we got on, it was like 283 or 263 or something like that, right? So that show is doing really well. Thanks, man. Listen, thank you everybody for following and sharing. And what we need y'all to do, the LIM network page, nephew. We just started this, so I don't know if Denise and everybody, but make sure it's called LIM Network. Okay, we need to get 100 subscribers on those pages. So if you're on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, go to LIM. Like the page. You don't have to pay anything. Just like the page. We need to get 100 subscribers because we cannot go live from that page until we get 100 followers on that page, right? It's not subscribing, but followers. So please go to LIM right now if you can. If you're on Facebook or Instagram and like that page. We're going to say that every day. I think we got like 39 followers on there right now. So we're asking everybody, please go to LIM, right? On Facebook and Instagram and like those pages to get us up to 100 followers so we can go live from those pages. Because the thing is, people we keep saying LIM Network, and when they tap in LIM, they can't find our shows because
that's true.
It's actually on the Joe Lockett Show page, and it's so damn difficult to navigate. Right? When we sat down and talked with our professional people, they said, "Y'all got y'all promoting and marketing crisscross." It's been the Joe Lockett Show for so long, and you started the Lockett In Media Network. You have to start another page, right? We tried to make the Joe Lockett Show the Lockett In Media page, y'all. I'm just explaining the business to y'all, but it's not the HTTP doesn't change. So when people type in LIM, it doesn't pop up our shows. So we had to start a new page. So with all that being said, we want to be able to launch all our products, all our shows from the LIM network, from the Joe Lockett Show to the Denise Women Only Show, to Monique's 205 Cocktail Show, and also Joe Coffee and Conversation with Joe. We want to launch all those from LIM Network, but we can't launch it from that network, from that page until we get 100 followers. So y'all help us get to 100 followers. Tell your friends to go like it. They don't have to watch the content, but tell everybody in your family to go like that page. So my goal is by next Friday we have 100 followers, so we can just start launching from one page, which would be the LIM network, and then we can share it to all our other pages.
But we'll have 100 within the next couple of hours. So come on.
We should, you know what I'm saying?
We will.
You know what I'm saying? So
we will. You plan, we will.
Okay.
All right.
Everybody need to go out there and like the LIM network page. And I got enough beautiful people on our page and people to be able to do this. So make that happen for us, y'all. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry about this. I need to get out there.
No, that's fine. Andrew. Now, as far as news topics today, gonna talk about a little bit of Angie Stone. Rest in peace to her. Gonna get into unfortunately some politics that we got to get into today. And then we're gonna talk about Shirley Shepherd.
That's my baby.
Yeah, got some Shirley
There
Shepherd.
Goes my baby.
Shirley Shepherd, your baby?
Oh yeah.
Word.
Yeah, man. I'm getting on her show one day just so I can talk to her.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. You know, because she always says she's looking for a good man, right? So I need to just sit down and talk to Sherry. You know, just have a conversation. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Sherry.
Really, dude?
Yeah. Sherry, bro, I'm so proud of her, man, in her career, for everything that she's done and where she's ended up with her own show. Her and Jennifer Hudson, man, they doing the damn thing. Real talk. I ain't mad, man. Them women. Listen, I support and will like everything that they do out there, bro. Sometimes I have time to watch the guests. I'm just liking them and putting and come in something real quickly, man.
I want to go on the Jennifer Hudson show because I want to walk.
I want to walk in that walk, right? Yeah. But you know something?
Yeah.
What I'm getting a lot of people want to come on your show because they want to do that walk too.
Yeah.
They now
do.
I got to give you props on your new show. Congratulations on your new show.
Thank you.
Right, and
hold up, nephew.
What's up?
Where's the cheers?
Huh? Where are the cheers?
Yes.
Oh.
He doing that thing when he want to do it.
I'm actually doing a whole bunch of stuff right now.
That's relevant. Let's rewind.
Yeah, you set it up for when I got it. I'll open, lady. God, dog.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Thank you, Shara.
I'm so used to.
Okay,
being
so
punch.
I won't. So let's go back.
On today.
All right.
I think we like the weather. We just.
So I want to say congratulations to Denise on her new show.
Thank you.
She likes seeing herself on TV now.
Dang.
But congratulations on your new show. But
Thank you.
and I got to give you props. You did your show first time last week, and I'm going to say from the reactions and the reels, honestly, for the new shows, you got the highest views out of everybody, and even me on a lot of stuff that everything that you did.
Thank
So
you.
I think you got over 1,000, near 2,000, especially on that reel with people walking through the door. Nephew, I don't know if it was just her show or did everybody want to see all those women she had on her show.
My women are the bomb.
They are. But congratulations on your new show.
Thank
And
you.
I
We
do
do
want-
have something coming next week.
You got a new show coming next week?
We
Okay.
we have my panel back next week, and the topic is going to be pretty interesting.
So let's talk about your new show. So how often are you going to be doing your show?
We will get together every other week, so that's twice out of the month.
Mhm.
There will be sometimes it's not going to have there would not be just those girls, women, what do you want to call them? I'm going to break it down to 3.
Mhm.
We will have special guests on. So like I have one, just throwing it out there. The swingers world. Because so much is going on, I want to touch everything that I possibly can touch. So I have someone coming on who's a part of that swingers world.
It's going to be a good episode.
I have
hold on,
and other little things.
Is it going to be a female or male?
Both.
Or are you going to keep it secret?
I'm looking at both.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like this. I don't feel that you should talk.
I'm gonna put a swing in here, nephew. Nephew, I'm
Y'all
gonna
got issues.
I'm gonna put a swing. I'm gonna put a swing
No
in.
swinging, no polling here.
Hey, nephew.
No, or you got to charge to get in.
Nephew, I'm gonna put a swing in the studio.
Oh my God, no.
Hey, nephew, when they walk in,
No.
Come on now,
nephew.
dog.
No.
Come on, man.
Hold
No.
on, Denise. When they walk in, just swing.
You got to pay at the door, though. You got to pay at
You
the
know what I'm
door.
saying? Yeah, but I'm saying,
Gotta pay at the door.
Hey, nephew, you know you're a DJ, right? You know what I'm saying? We can change these lights and dim them down so when they come in, we just swinging that. Nephew, be back to swing too, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That will be the day that
Hey,
we get
nephew,
booted.
nephew, no, we let them know. We all good after the show now, you know.
No. We will have, some little swingers. And I'm just saying it like that.
But you know, downstairs we got.
Anyway, so that's just I've already, been kind of, taking care of that.
Yeah.
But I don't feel that you can't talk about something that you're not a part of. So like I can't talk about swinging when I don't know anything about it.
I done swung, so I can talk about it.
Oh Lord. So I, and I have other topics. We had a lot of feedback. I don't know what's wrong with him today. Yeah, so we had a lot of feedback.
That's my Tarzan.
And oh God.
Swinging from the round.
So you all, I can say you have two coming soon.
Okay.
Coming soon.
But we're super excited and congratulations on everything.
Thank you so
Denise.
much. Thank you so
you know.
much. And there may be some, days that, like no, I'm not gonna say that. I just let y'all.
It's gonna be interesting. No, but I'm proud of you stepping into what I pushed you into.
Yeah, you did push me.
So
Yeah.
congratulations
Thank
on
you.
what you did, and your first show was a huge success.
Thank you.
Got a lot of rave reviews about it. The views on social media, go back and check. There has been no boosting or no advertising of, of paying for those views that she has on her show. So Denise,
you.
congratulations on
Thank
that, man. And you are a super asset to the network of Locking In Media. Thank you for trusting Nephew and I to actually host your show and distribute your show on our network. We
Thank
appreciate
you for allowing me to be on it, seeing that I've been here for about 3 years. And but thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
I tried to hold on. Don't get that shit twisted because we being nice, but I tried to push you years ago and you said
no. I'm saying thank you for allowing me to be here. Like, because you did push me. I'm one of those types. I can push anybody to do something. However, I don't.
But I'm proud of
somebody has to push me.
I'm proud
Thank
of you.
you.
You
Thank
did
you
your
so
thing,
much.
and I gave you a mandate. You know what I'm saying?
And that's a Virgo
and
in
you did
me.
it.
If I have a deadline,
Yeah.
I work well under pressure.
And I told you, I said I want. And usually when I tell her I want something, I need something, right? She make it get it done. but she's just to know I was actually
You pushed the hell out of me.
pushing her to
Yeah.
do her own show. So congratulations on that. You
Thank
did a
you
great
so
job.
much.
So we're looking forward to next week. So you guys
Mhm.
look for the advertisement. You guys see the advertisement. Just come. Oh, we actually, man, listen.
Share it.
Can y'all share and just comment when you see the
Yes.
advertisement out there?
Yes,
Say, hey,
please.
Denise, thank you. We're looking forward to the show. That's all we ask y'all guys to do, man, because
Mhm.
you don't have to pay money to share and like and just put a heart emoji because the algorithm kicks in when you don't have to share it to your page if you don't want to. Just say, hey, Denise, or hey, Joe, whatever, and just keep it going. I mean, that's
But
simple
share
to
it
do.
though.
Share.
Share it if they
though.
can. But some people got pages that are business they don't want to share. So if you can't share to your page or you don't think the content is worthy of your page, we get it. But at least comment. But if you can share, we would like for you to share.
Yes. Thank you. But again, next week from 4 to 6, me and my girls will be back on. And we have a very nice topic. So thank you. Look forward to
I
it.
can't wait for this. Same girls?
Yes, this will be the same girls on next week.
Okay.
However, after that, you're
locking down your panel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what I want people to know before we get into the entertainment news here on the Joe Liker Show with Denise, right? Denise is actually doing a process of figuring out who she wants to be on her team because she's gonna be switching people in and out. So when y'all see us saying crew, don't think you're going to see the same people
Correct.
each and every week because
Correct.
what Denise has said to me behind closed doors, I don't think she'll mind me sharing.
Yeah,
that.
I don't mind.
She wants to give women the opportunity to speak. So she don't want to lock in a crew. So whoever y'all see that week, that's her crew. If y'all
Correct.
see somebody that's different next week, that's her crew. You know
Correct.
what I'm saying? So if y'all like certain people, y'all need to go out there and support and do what you need to go do. So maybe I have no say so in her show. Who's going to be on, who's going to be off. That's what she does. But I just want y'all to know when you see a crew, you're not going. The only person you will ever see that's always going to be there will be Denise.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So yeah, thank you so much, Joe. I appreciate it, and thank you, nephew, because you are amazing. You are amazing. So I know he said it. You know, we said it to him behind closed doors over the phone, but I have to say this boy is damn good.
He is. You know, we don't give,
good.
you know, people, a lot of people behind the scenes, like people don't know who's the cameraman behind the Jennifer Hudson show, the Sherry Shepherd show, right? But it's so much I can say about him before we get into the show. He's
amazing. You know, in everything that you see on television, there is a producer.
Yes.
Whether it's the news, whether it's a movie,
yes,
you have a producer and they work their asses off.
Yes.
My daughter was a senior executive producer. She went to school, you know, graduated from University of Miami. And I didn't know how much they did until it's very stressful from what she told me. So I can only imagine. And I will say when I'm ignorant when it comes to technology. But this dude, and when he's talking, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck he's saying. Oh, my dad is telling me. But okay. Yeah. He's really, he's great. And my girls, they love him.
And the thing about it, he would grab your phone and set your phone up to do what need to be done, right? Yeah. So, you know, I can't give you enough accolades to how much we appreciate and love everything that you do with the show. Yeah. You know, I don't say this often in both of the same sentences. I like and I do love you. Right? You get on my goddamn nerves sometimes.
Likewise.
Hey, what's today? This recorded, right?
It's recorded. It's recorded. Because I used to say I don't like his ass, but I love him, right? But this dude right here, honestly, he puts up with my shit.
He puts up with our shit.
He puts
and
up with
I know
our shit.
I know when he see my phone call coming in, I know he'd be like, God damn. Hey, Miss Denise.
Right? And that's the part about it. He's like so polite to everybody.
Well. Unless it's, hey, what's up? Oh no. Oh no, y'all. My feelings were so hurt, man. It's like your baby telling you what. You know how some shit. You see that Joe and you. I was so hurt that day. I'm so serious. But I was hurt. No, you're not.
She called me with that shit. She was like, "You ruined my baby."
do not do that. Don't.
It's too late.
Also, I want to add real quick. So, ladies, especially on TikTok, your TikTok, whatever. If there is something that you want, us to discuss, throw it out there. I can't guarantee you will speak on it. However, hey, throw it out there.
Get in her inbox because don't send it to me. She follow Denise. Are you on TikTok?
Yes, I am.
Okay, they need to go to you about your show because I don't want to be dealing with your shit. So go to Denise. Tell her how to find you on TikTok. What are you on
I
TikTok?
don't know. Hell, I don't know how to find my own.
Are you Denise or you Denise?
I'm D'_NIS. M-I-E?
Courier.
Yes.
M-I-E? Okay, and then
Yes.
Courier. CURIER.
Yeah.
So just shoot me an inbox.
Get in her inbox
I
about
will
her show.
check it.
Yes.
Denise,
Follow
I know
Denise.
your page more than you.
Huh?
I know your page
Hell,
more
I
than
don't
Okay, so
know.
who's she on
Didn't
TikTok?
I say that I was not tech savvy? I
So
don't know.
So producer, who is she on TikTok?
she's just Denise on TikTok.
Oh, am
So-
I?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So she
You're-
got her
you're-
whole name spelled?
D'_NISE.
Yeah.
I think that's all she got for that. No,
Yeah.
hold on. I got to go back to it. Shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know it.
But-
But
yeah.
if on Facebook, I am D'_NISE, last name CURIER. So shoot it over. And even fellas, I'm sorry, fellas as well. Shoot it over. Because it's not always going to be just women. But I think that okay, D. Yes. Okay. We don't understand each other, men and women.
Mhm.
And we can take one thing and we see different things off of one little. So I'm okay with, men, you too. And my men, you too. Just send it over to me and we will try to touch as many as we can. But next week gonna be hot.
All right. Well,
This
take
is
over the
gonna
show,
be hot.
baby. Show today. Go ahead.
Don't play with me, Joe. Go
No,
ahead.
Go ahead.
All right, nephew. What's that news about?
Oh,
I see
okay.
the- I see
almost
the
forgot
Grinch.
about it. You said the whoa. Okay, I don't know about that.
So we'll go on with our live entertainment. Without further ado, here they are.
It's cliffhanger.
Love it. I just love it.
Hey, Auntie.
Oh Lord.
Well, turn your playlist off, sir.
Yo,
Sir, can you turn your playlist
I'm
off?
trying to. I don't even know why it's playing it.
He about to get us straight counsel.
I'm trying to turn it
give me
off.
the mic.
Oh my God, bro. Hold on.
D,
Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna have to look.
Dude, I have no
Sir.
idea why it's doing
Your
that.
playlist, you know what I'm saying? We like your playlist when the show is not on.
Yeah,
But not doing
we
the show
ain't
enough
trying
for
to
the
copy
intro.
nobody's
Dude, I'm
life.
not trying to do that.
You know,
I don't know
hold on.
why. it do
This
that.
whole show may not be listed because his playlist popped up during our intro.
Yeah.
So this show may not even go out today, except on TikTok. For real.
No,
for real.
I mean,
Yeah.
we can make clips from it, but
It
yeah.
they may copyright the show.
man, I don't know why it did that because I didn't even
Okay.
have it up. Now, first things first, got to get into
Just give me
the first part of the show. Shout out to Miss Sherry Stone, well, Angie Stone, excuse me. Shout out to Miss Angie Stone. Condolences to her and the family. I know she just passed away, if I'm not mistaken, over the weekend.
Saturday morning.
I didn't know she was that old. She was like in her 60s.
I did not know that she was 62.
Yeah, I didn't know
did
that.
not know that. When I
She did not look it, bro.
at
Black don't
all.
crack.
Well, let me say this.
Yeah.
So I watched a video that she put on like not long before that happened,
Mhm.
and I saw the age. However, when they hit right before I sent it to you and nephew,
Yeah.
and I'm like, ain't no way this lady's 62. No, this got to be wrong.
Right.
But yeah, I did not know she was that old. I mean,
I had
she-
no
that's not
idea.
Old.
It's not
Let's
over.
clear
We
that
didn't
up.
know.
I'm not
we
saying
didn't
that's
know.
old.
Hold on. We didn't know Angie Stone was in her 60s.
I thought Angie
She was in
Stone
her
was
50s.
like
In her
maybe
50s.
early 50s,
Yeah.
mid 50s.
Yeah, I didn't know Angie Stone was in her 60s. She
but,
looked good, man. She
Hey,
looked
we
good.
do this.
Yes, we miss. We
do this now.
miss her. Yes.
I
Now,
just can't believe it though.
yeah. Now, with that being said,
Hey,
They-
everybody out there on social media.
we
see y'all.
do know the way that she did go out. She actually went out down here due to a,
Alabama.
traffic accident.
Mhm.
Now, if you know anything about Alabama, especially around our parts,
Mhm.
they can't drive if it's a certain type of breeze going through or it get too wet.
But it was a truck driver.
Yeah.
He wasn't from here.
No. But they usually don't be the folks that's from here. They collide with the worst folks that's from here.
But I was curious, like, did he fall asleep? Like,
I don't know.
happened?
I don't know. I know one thing: the internet is nasty. They
Very
got
nasty.
too many clips and stuff out that you just find in the process of
I
you
don't
just
like
post?
that because when I saw the first video of, I guess them recording it, and I'm like, God, she passed, and y'all still.
I don't like the fact they posted she passed, but the wreckage and not her. Like that was how I first found out, and then I went to another post. Thank God they had an actual picture of her because I was like, huh? I was like, nah. So I just went on, and I remember just looking at the footage that was tagged to the picture. I was like, yo, bro, this is nasty, bro. But
Yeah.
folks out here, they'll do our greats like that, unfortunately.
Now, what I don't like, or are you about to say something?
No. Go for it. Go.
What I don't like is, oh, well, they were out to get her because she just went on and she said how they owe her money. Let's clear this up.
Oh, conspiracy crap. Yeah.
I hate everything. They owed her money. She said something about the Puff Daddy, and and it's like, stop. Every person who come into this world, you have a date that you're gonna leave out. And I understand they're saying 9 people were in it and only she passed, or was it 10 and only 9?
Yeah. And only she did.
Things happen, and I know a lot of us. I lost 10 people in a short amount of time. I believe in God. I believe that we all have our date. Yeah, we wake up every day. Others pass. That don't mean that it's, conspiracy to, well, no, it's just your time. So let this woman rest and stop with the foolish shit. I meant foolishness.
No, I mean, you said the truth. But my thing is, because I'm a conspiracy theorist too, but there's a place to do it. There should be protocol on how you handle it and respect when you do. Like you don't jump into conspiracy as soon as you find out somebody then passed away. That's what I don't think you should do. If anything, you should let every party, if you're finna detail it in the way that you would, you let the parties have their time to grieve and then recover. And then maybe if they want to be a part and it's doing some type of legacy tribute, you include. But like the conspiracy stuff, but they'll do that on social media, period. But I do think it's some tact that needs to be had with that. You don't just do that as front page news and you have it part of your article because you just found out somebody passed away and it was famous. Like that's absolutely nasty. But with that being said, do want to get into the family. Like I said, condolences to them. But they have just released their official statements. I will read it off because I think they posted it on X. No, this is Instagram. Okay. So Angie Stone's family has posted, it's with heavy hearts that the children of R&B's singer Angie Stone, along with her extended family, want to thank you all for the love and well wishes during this extremely difficult time. Angie was an example for Black women and girls everywhere. Angie loved and championed for Black men with her #1 hit, Brother. Oh, that's a classic. Oh my God. That's a classic. Angie Stone was a pioneer of rap music. Yes, people do not freaking remember she was part of Sequence. That began back with the female rap group, the Sequence, ultimately led to her solo career that defined neo soul. Okay, Diamond and Michelle, along with the rest of Angie's family, want to thank you all for reaching out, but also ask that you respect privacy as they grieve the loss of their beloved mother. Now, they do continue to go on detailing funeral services and how she lived. I will leave that for the folks there because it's pretty lengthy. But like I always do for the passings, and no one bum us out, but had to get it in there. If you do remember some Angie Stones, what is your favorites from her? Like she said, she got so much freaking stuff that you just don't realize got sampled. That's the crazy part. Y'all don't realize how much stuff she got that was sampled. Just from how far she is.
We love Angie Stone, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was Angie.
Yeah, that's Angie, bro. So shout out to her. I think I played one of my favorites for for pre-show. That would have been Don't Miss You Anymore.
Mhm.
That'd be my one because I like the OJs and they got that kind of feel with it. So I kind of
Right.
blend the two. But yeah, bro. If you guys got anything, shout it out to the family, condolences to the family. And before I move on, y'all got anything to add?
No, we don't.
Alrighty. Now, want to get to y'all want to get mad or happy?
Mr. Green.
Y'all want to get mad or happy?
Just in this show, baby.
Huh? Oh, well, I
Oh,
mean,
Lord.
whichever one. It's gonna end with the same person, so just gonna get that over with.
Oh, Lord. Alrighty. Now let me pull up Miss.
You know what? go to him so that way it can end not with him.
Okie dokie. Now political news. Gots to talk about Mr. Trump. Okay. There was some stuff going on over there in Congress that was blowing up. And when Al Green and a lot of the Democratic parties up in the same meeting had a lot to say. And there was a lot of discourse with people being put out, walking out.
What's interesting, people were getting put out, but do you remember?
Hold on, let me do the story.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm with you on that. But now, first things first, I want to get into at least one of the things, because I know he's raised the prices of tariffs for China and not China, but Canada and China. That's been going up there. Yeah, they're in Mexico, but they're the ones that's going to be retaliating. I did read about that. Folks is asking for him to do pardons to people.
Is that for real?
That is, they haven't did it because thank God he was actually sent to jail and he was pronounced guilty. I will gleam into that part. But what really took over the news was how they handled one Al Green, not mistaken, he's senator, right, Joe?
Mm-hmm.
Senator Al Green. Shout out to him for conducting himself the best way possible. Now I'm not gonna act as if I know immediately what it is. I've seen multiple clips from my different sources about what was going on. I know you're the professional on that. Go for it.
So what happened was last night, Senator Green protested while the president was speaking that there's no mandate on Medicaid, on Medicare, right? And you know, this has happened in Congress numerous of times throughout presidents. So last night was the first time, right? And I'm not gonna say I'm not for sure because I'm not for sure, but in that we've known in my lifetime, let me say this, in my lifetime, where when someone protests against the president, the sitting president of the United States, that the master of arms is asked to remove a sitting congressperson from the gallery, right? Last night he was removed, right, from the gallery because he stood up, he was shaking his cane and saying, hey, you're the president, but you don't have a mandate on Medicare.
It's Medicaid.
Well, Medicaid. You don't have a mandate on Medicaid. Here's the thing that people need to truly understand the significance of what's happening in our country and the hypocrisy and what's changing. And this is not me trying to start any shit, right? This is not me trying to take a side. I'm not taking any sides here. I'm saying play the fucking game fair, right? Biden, Bush, Obama, all of them, right? People stood the fuck up and said what they fucking wanted to say, and nobody never put them out. That's all I need to say about that shit. Go back and look at the facts. All this other shit that y'all are talking about, man,
bullshit.
Skip me with it, right? I'm just saying, honestly, skip me with the BS that y'all are talking about because it's unfair. It's not cool. Bullshit. Y'all was cool with Marjorie Green doing her shit, doing when Biden said what he said. Y'all was okay when everybody was talking about Obama, and that's what it was, but the president kept talking. But now, for some damn reason, whatever this case may be, that this president gets special privileges? No, you get treated like every other president in the United States. Everybody got a goddamn voice. There shouldn't be a penalty to our Congress when they the people we sent there speak their mind, whether you're Democrat or fucking Republican.
Exactly.
Right? You should not get put out when you're speaking your mind, because nobody, the people who was okay with that shit, you was okay with Marjorie Greene standing in the fucking chair talking to the sitting president.
I remember that.
Okay, talking shit to the sitting president. Nobody said shit, right? Nobody put her out, and that's fact. Go look that shit up. I don't care about Trump or Biden or Obama. What I'm saying is the fair treatment. The man should have not been put out. He should have been able to stand there and say what he said while the president was speaking. And the current sitting president, which is our president, President Trump, should have sat there and said what? And kept speaking. Said something, but kept speaking like every other president. You don't get to pick and choose when you can put people out. If y'all don't understand this, man, I don't know what's going on in our country and what we are thinking or what you're thinking you may get out of this. All I'm saying is, man, treat everybody fair.
There's not going to be anything. That word does not exist right now.
But that's what I'm saying. It's the hypocrisy in this country, right? That people know what the fuck y'all did, but then you did this. It's okay for me to do it, but you can't do it. I can do it to your guy, but you can't do it to my guy, right? The sitting president is the sitting president, period. Okay? The man in 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. If y'all don't know where that is, where is that located at? The White House. Okay? Whoever the president is, whether I like him or don't, a president that I didn't vote for sent me to fucking war. Okay? I didn't vote for him. Desert Storm, I didn't vote for him. But guess what? I had to go to war and fight for our country. Whatever is good for one president is good for every president. But for whatever reason, whatever is going on in America, we're not holding this political situation to the same standards that we are. Y'all saying y'all draining the swamp. Are we draining the swamp or are we being robbed?
I think I'm being robbed.
Okay, let me say that again. It's up to y'all to figure out what this is going to be, because when it's all said and done in 4 years, if we're in a better place, I would say thank you, President Donald Trump. If we're in a worse place, I'm gonna say, damn, President Donald Trump, you fucked up.
I don't care who you are.
Okay, I don't care. I want to do good. Let me say this. I want to be.
It's gonna affect.
Yes.
Us.
I don't want Donald Trump to. People may think, Joe, you don't like. I want him to succeed. I want Denise to succeed. I want people who will truly believe in the MAGA movement to succeed. I want people to look like me succeed. I want people to look like my reels on my shoulder. I want everybody to succeed, right? But damn it, if it's bad and we're not succeeding, it's his fault. Problem. It's his fault. If we did bad on Obama, President Biden, whatever, damn it, bro, if my shit is bad, you fucked up. I don't give a damn who the president is. Whoever the president may be, I may not vote for you, I may vote for you. I think everybody on this show can attest to that. Whether you vote for a person, what we want to do at the end of the day, I want me and my family to succeed. We want to be able to make money, be able to pay our bills and save some money, right? So we can do things with our family. I don't give a damn who the president is, right? I may not agree with where you're taking the country and what you're trying to go do and what you're cutting and whatever you do. That's politics. Donald Trump, any president, a broke clock can be right twice a day. All I'm saying is, don't lie for the guy or the woman that's in office because you like them. Hold their feet to the fire to what they said. Make them do what they say they're going to do. And right now,
he's saying that he's been doing and it's what he said that he was.
No, he's not, because he said day one that prices would go down. He said day one that he could end the war in Ukraine. He said that he could fix this with a snap of a finger. And now he's telling everybody to hold on, right? And so everybody's giving him the grace. And here's the thing: I don't mind you giving him grace, Denise, nephew. I don't mind that. But here's the thing: y'all didn't give the other people grace. Y'all held their feet to the fire when they said what they said and they didn't do what they did, right? And I did too. If President Biden, former President Biden, or former President Obama, and former President Bush, or former President Clinton, or former President Bush for that, former President Reagan, hold their feet to the fire. This president feet should be held to the fire. If he does well, we would champion him. If my money ain't coming in and don't give me one damn check and think that's gonna be okay. Can I say this before we get out of here? $1,000 check or $5,000 check don't make my household.
at all.
You know what I'm saying? So if anybody is championing that shit, I'm gonna tell you, man, kiss my ass with that. Because if you're not giving me that for the next 4 years, what are we talking about?
Let me just I don't know if you're asking me or if you're asking Joe, because I said I didn't care either. So the question, well, how can you not care who the president is? For me, I'm not speaking for Joe.
Go ahead, Mom.
I still have to get up every morning, shit, shower, shave. I still have to work. I still have to. Middle class, for me, it's always an issue. We always get hammered. So honestly, whether it's him or Obama in office, I still have to do the same thing.
Exactly.
Now I will say, my baby's fur baby food went up $1. It did though. It really did.
Yeah.
It was $3.09 a can. We went and got some yesterday. It was $4.09. I'm like, what the fuck?
Man, I be getting them all day.
Look, we're in a place in our life right now that I feel, and again, I always say my view, I am a believer in God.
Mm.
So regardless of who's in office, God holds the highest. So I'm still going to do the same thing every day. And the same person is going to still take care of me, and that's him. So I don't care who's in office. I don't care. I can't worry. I can't stress over it because I still have to do what I have to do every day. So that's my thing.
I'm gonna champion what you said. I'm gonna say the exact same thing because again, my side, whoever I vote for is not gonna win every fucking time, right? But I still gotta live in this country.
Correct.
So I got to hope whether you like what I'm about to say or not, Denise, and the people like it, I have to hope the best for my president because he is the president of this country. And if they start to bomb in this country, they're just not going to bomb the motherfuckers who voted for Trump. They bombing all
everybody.
Of us, okay?
And that's why I think a lot of people.
If I got to go to war, right, for this country, and they call me back and say, "Hey, we need you back in the military, even though you're 54 years old," I got to fight for this fucking country because he's my president. This is my country. So I can hear y'all. I hear what y'all saying, but the people voted. That's my president. I didn't vote for him, but he's still my fucking president. So I don't give a fuck what he is. All I'm saying is a broke clock can be right twice a day. And I hope at the end of the day, it ends well for the American people. I don't know if that's going to be true or not. I'm not going to get into it with anybody. Right. That's not my thing. But I'm gonna be with you, Denise. I don't give a fuck who the president is.
I don't.
All I can do is a one person.
Going up.
I got to vote.
Handle $303 power.
I can vote. But what I'm not going to get in the argument with, two things I don't do. I don't go back and forth. They voted. I voted. They won. What the fuck can I say about that? He's in charge. He's doing what he got to go do with it.
About it.
Now, we voted for other people to go do their job to do what they got to go do. That's the thing. Me getting on social media, me getting the outrage. No, like for you said, Denise, I shit, shower, and shave. I got to go to work every day and figure out under this regime, how can I take care of my family and pay my bills and make a legacy for my daughters? That's all I give a fuck about. All this other stuff y'all mad about and saying he's going to change. Yes, it's bad. But it's nothing that I can do about it. Guess what? He's my president and your president and their president, our president for the next fucking 4 years, right? Because if you look at the numbers and we want to say that it was righteous, right? Before when Biden won and when he won the election fairly.
Now, to continue, I don't know how long this one gonna go.
Don't never get me talking about politics.
But this part I wouldn't really say is politics. This one rubbed me the wrong way. Felt like it needed to be said though, because I want to give at least light to the other side of this conversation. But Mr. Ben Shapiro or
Ben Shapiro.
Mr. Ben Shapiro and Mr. Elon Musk wanted one Donald Trump to pardon a specific person, a man by the name of Derek. So I
thought it was fake, and I need this to be fake.
I'm gonna play it for you. I'm gonna play it for you. I don't be speaking for dudes, so I'm gonna let dudes speak for himself. But this is what Mr. Ben had to say about Mr. Derek and Mr. Trump.
If we are issuing pardons, however, there is one person that President Trump should pardon from federal charges forthwith. It would be incredibly controversial, but I think that it's absolutely necessary. That person is Derek Chauvin. President Trump should, in fact, pardon Derek Chauvin. He should pardon him his federal charges. If we're talking about reversing the evils of the last several years in American life, obviously COVID and its handling was a massive evil. Destroyed the economy, set us on a path to fiscal insanity, destroyed children, led to massive health-related cover-ups. Just horrifying all the way around. And President Trump has taken on a lot of those things. But when it came to BLM, the inciting event for the BLM riots that caused $2 billion in property damage in the United States and set America's race relations on their worst footing in my lifetime, was in fact the railroading of Derek Chauvin in the death of George Floyd. The evidence demonstrates that Derek Chauvin did not in fact commit murder of George Floyd. If we are issuing pardons, however, there is one person that President Trump should pardon from federal charges forthwith. It would be incredibly controversial.
Now, he does go on to detail why he
shit that I don't want to hear.
Yeah, I'm not even finna to. Now Elon Musk has since came out to support it and say, hey, something to think about. Now this goes on past this because one Derek Chauvin, and I'm gonna get some air horns for this, has been found guilty. Okay, Mr. Derek has been found. I'll let the judge.
Members of the jury, I will now read the verdicts as they will appear in the permanent records of the 4th Judicial District. State of Minnesota, County of Hennepin, District Court, 4th Judicial District. State of Minnesota Plaintiff versus Derek Michael Chauvin, Defendant. Verdict, Count 1. Court file number 27, CR 20-12646. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to Count 1, unintentional second-degree murder while committing a felony, find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April, 2021 at 1:44 p.m. Signed, juror foreperson, juror number 19.
Now they go on to list the rest of his charges. The reason why I played this, first off, justice for George Floyd. Care less how you feel about it, because old buddy, I definitely disagree with you. If you, because for some reason some folks like to pee on you and tell you it's raining. I don't know where in the hell you felt like that wasn't the cause. I don't even think you could even get past by even trying to delusion yourself to think that wasn't that. But there's so much injustices that go on that don't even get the not guilty for. For your ass to really come out and say that is disgusting. But I keep it on track because the little bit that I have seen of you push that envelope. That's your brand. So I can't get mad at somebody that is consistent with their brand. Like I was talking with Trump not too long ago. Hey man, this is Trump. Trump is gonna trump it out. My rhetoric comes from behind what you felt like, or the messaging. I put it like that. The messaging you feel this would make things right for the several years. The several years. This is how you can go back to. And the most you had to say was about damn COVID. That's what we going back to. But nobody's really mad about what COVID was. We was more upset about what else he stood for. And I don't like the blatantly obvious, let's play naive or stupid to clear shit. That's what I don't like. And shoot, it's so many freaking cases we can go back to around the same period that did not get a not guilty for you to say this BS right here. That's what really boiled me up. But like I said, I wanted to play that in order to show how stupid it was and to give light to the justice that was served, because that was a killing. I don't care how you say it. I don't care how you want to frame it. That is what it was. We saw for all the minutes when he was there and when he went out. And it traveled because it kept getting retweeted, Mr. Elon Musk. It kept getting shared throughout all of social media. Why you think all of that crap happened? This pardoning that man is a spit on the face to all of the cases that won't get the light it's deserved and that haven't got the justice they deserved.
There's a reason why they asking for it.
Oh yeah,
it has nothing to do with Derek. You really trying to get us. I don't know why that shit bothers me.
And that's the statement I don't like, because like you just said, we know why you're trying to
Yeah.
pardon that.
I mean,
It has
things
nothing
that
really
he's-
directly to do with him.
has
It's the
nothing to do
statement
with
it
Eric.
makes.
It has nothing to do with him.
Okay, so everybody good? Everybody said they said you got anything else you want to say to this?
Yeah, I'm good.
When I saw that earlier, and you know, a lot of stuff don't really bother me. You know, I'll play around with it. This.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me say this. I'm gonna say it. Put that camera.
I got you.
So everybody that's cheering, thinking that this shit should be done. Elon Musk, this is to you, sir, since you tweeting shit. You know your beautiful son that's sitting there, right? That was in the Oval Office with our president of the United States a couple of weeks ago. Let me, a black man being a policeman, did that to your son and had the record. And your son had the record that George Floyd had. And then you got a black president saying, or people saying that he needs to be pardoned. Everybody that's sitting here that's on this tangent that David should be pardoned, right? And you saw what happened and think that there was not an injustice and he was done wrong. Damn, Black Lives Matter. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Okay, this ain't got shit to do with Black Lives Matter.
Really
see what y'all trying to do, invoke some shit that ain't got nothing to do with what a man actually did to another man. I don't believe in the Black Lives Matter shit that some people that it came out to be. I understand the movement or why people said my life matter. The people behind it, okay, got it. But the movement and what people thought and what they felt that my life matters too is because of what that white man did to him in front of everybody, and he continued to do it. See, there's a lot of people, and I'm not going to go through the nuances of y'all get this shit. I said it on my show this morning. I've said it on many shows that I've ever done. The conversation that my dad had to have with me at my table, David's dad didn't have with him. David Chauvin, his dad didn't have the same conversation.
Same
with
conversation I did have to my two black boys.
You see what I'm saying? My daddy told me to be careful and beware of the policemen because if when you get stopped, son, they're going to treat you different than everybody else. Fortunately, I was not on drugs. If I'm on drugs and I get stopped by the policeman, I'm going to get treated different than David's son would get treated if he was on drugs. Whether y'all like that shit or not, if your son is white and he get stopped, he's going to get treated different than my son if they get stopped and he's black. That's America. I ain't mad at it, but that's the truth. And for you to sit there and say, and everybody be okay with, okay, just let this guy go, you know what I'm saying? Because it's the right thing to do. That tells me this America don't give a damn about me. You only care about me for what I can do or fight for this country or,
play this game on
you know what I'm saying?
field.
Whatever you want to do with me, right? And I hate to say this, but if you love and care for me, you would be for the side of if that was my son and I saw a policeman do this to my son, whether he was high, whether he was on drugs. Let me ask y'all, in what world would you want your son to end up unalived? Let me just ask y'all that. Whether your son is high out his ass or drunk off his ass, what mother or what fucking father will want his son or her son to be unalived by a policeman? Did he have a gun? No. Did he have any weapons? No. He was subdued. And the man was begging for his life. And y'all want to cover this up with some shit called Black Lives Matter? Kiss my ass on that. Kiss my ass on that. No, we're not going to do that. Not on this show. That man was what you saw. Go back and watch the videos. Remove Black Lives Matter and watch what another man did to another man. And if I did, let me say this, if I did that to your child, if a black man did that to your child, if a Mexican did that to your child, if an Asian did that to your child, what the fuck would you want America to do? And would you be okay with the president that's a black president that's pardoning that guy? And I'm gonna leave it at that, nephew.
You know,
Alrighty.
I think it hurts. It hurts. When I read that, I'm like, oh yeah, it's a joke. You know, it's a joke. Somebody trying to start. But I don't know if it's because of my black sons, my dad, my brother.
Mhm.
I don't know why this hurts. When I saw it earlier, I just knew it was just some fake news kind of thing. Like, you know.
Denise, I'm gonna be honest, man. The stuff that I'm seeing people trying to push in this country lets me know there are a lot of people in this country who don't give a damn about me. There are people who are smiling in my face
Well,
who don't give a damn about me.
this, I'm gonna tell you what I've always said this, and I know y'all probably get tired of me saying it. It is what it is. But I feel that lessons, we're taught certain things and we don't pick it up. So when he was in term first time, God allowed it. We didn't get whatever the lesson was. He hit us with it again.
Right.
Because he's not there just because he's in that White House because God allowed it.
Yes.
There is something that we need to take out of this, something that we need to do, or we're going to continue to get hit with stuff. And it's time to wake up. So when you say, you know, people that smile in your face, first term, those people were there and they showed their ass. So then they went back in quiet and they back out. And maybe it's simply we need to stand up for each other because we don't. As a race, we would throw each other under the bus so quick for $1. Or if it's, hey, let me show you who's not for you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's lessons in it. And until we get that lesson, we're going to continue to go through the shit that we go through.
And can I say this to piggyback on what you're saying, Denise? I love everybody, even the people who don't like me. But I am strong enough to speak my mind. But this is what I want to say. You see how they stick together?
Yeah. They don't even like each other.
Hold on. They don't like each other.
But they stick together.
They know they're lying. They know it's some bullshit, but they stick together. If America is going to win, because that's a niche in this country. I don't believe majority of America is like that.
No.
Right? That's a niche.
No, I don't.
But if majority of America, the people who are Americans in this country and believe and understand facts and want things done the right way, if we don't learn to stick the fuck together and focus on what's important,
we'll fall for everything.
We're falling for everything, right? Because what they have done is a great marketing campaign, right? They've said a lie over and over again. If you say it enough, people start to believe it, right? I'm not saying that everything our president says is a lie,
right?
But some of the things and quite a few of the things he say is it's exaggerated. Let me just say that. Some of it is flat out lies.
Big.
Right. And some of it is, and a lot of it is just absolutely just not true. And I don't know what has happened in our country, but we have came to a point where we're not holding his feet to the fire as we have held other Republicans and Democrat presidents' feet to the fire. For whatever reason that is, I don't know. But all I'm saying is, man, moving forward, right? We are strong enough as a people in this country to do the right thing for each other. Whatever they are pushing, let them push it. But don't let that divide. If we fussing with them, we're divided. We got to come up with the same people. Need people who believe like we believe that this is America, this is our country. We love you, and even if you don't like me, I love you. We got to come up with marketing and messaging that we love you, but this is what we're going to do. This is what you're doing. This is what we're doing. Guess what happens in America, y'all? If you remove any race from society, nephew, if you remove any race from the economic stability of this country, America, y'all know what happens? The shit fails. You take away the Mexicans or the Hispanic community, you take away the blacks in the black community, right? Or you take away the white community in any of economics in America, we fail as a country. We need all our money, all our knowledge, all our work ethics, right? And what we're not understanding is, or what we don't want to understand is, right, that we need each other. If black people stop doing everything today, and Hispanics stop doing everything today, white folks, what y'all gonna do? Huh? Real talk. What the fuck y'all gonna do? Black people. If white folks stop doing what the fuck they gonna do, what we gonna do? We need each other. It ain't monolithic with this bullshit that we got going on, right? We need each other. If black people start working today, everybody. If Hispanics and Asians start working today, white folks, what the fuck are you going to do? If we stop buying shit and just start buying from each other, and we went through the shit and we suffered, white folks, what you gonna do? You're gonna change your tune, because guess what? Ain't nobody buying your products, ain't nobody doing the jobs you need them to do, and you ain't got a bunch of white folks that's gonna want to work for you for the price that you're paying them. Black folks, Hispanics, and Asian, what you gonna do? You ain't got a job to work at, right? Not saying that we don't have black-owned companies and Asian-owned companies, but what I'm saying is, the bigger companies, they're owned by either the Jewish community or the white community, right? Some black people own big companies too, but it's not as many as the other ethnicities in this country. So what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, if you take away any ethnicity in America, we are a melting pot in this country, whether you like it or not. No matter what people think they're trying to turn it into, they cannot. They cannot. White people don't have the spending power. White people do not have the spending. The most spending power is with who, y'all?
Us.
Black folk.
Black folk. Because we like to buy shit and we like to look good. If black people stop spending money, okay?
And usually we promote trend.
How the hell you think we got to here with boycotting? Real talk. If y'all own some bush, think about it. The only reason why we're here where we are in the United States of America, because people have to understand, even that minority, it fueled the economy because we spend money in your business. If you buy a house in a certain neighborhood and we in black neighborhoods, when we get better, we want a house in a better neighborhood, we're going to move where you are. We're going to spend money in your neighborhood. You don't come to the hood to spend money, but we'll come to the suburb. Am I lying, Denise? Am I lying, nephew?
No.
Okay. White folks don't wake up on Saturday morning and say, I'm finna go to the hood to go buy some chicken. But black people will go to the suburbs where white folks live at, majority of white folks, and go buy some sushi. Am I lying?
This is the thing, and I hate to say it, but we feel as though when it's white, it's better.
Yes.
And I don't quite, it goes back to, we don't stick together. We don't stick together.
And so if we ever going to come together this country, we got to tell the truth about ourselves. We got to tell the truth about this country, and we got to tell the truth about who you are. Watch the people who are saying what they say, understand who they are, and understand what it is. But at the end of the day, I truly believe this. At the end of the day, God don't make no mistakes. Like Denise said, we're here for a reason. It is time for us to understand what our reasoning is, right? And find our light in the sun, whatever that may be. President Trump, I wish you the best, sir. You're my president. I want you to succeed for the American people. And I hope you succeed as a president where I can pay and all the American citizens can pay their bills. I don't agree what I'm seeing from my president right now. I don't agree with it. But I wish him and his family and the people in Congress, I wish all of y'all the best, man, because you're all that we fucking got, right? And so I hope at some point, whatever the fuck you're doing, that it turns out to be the best for the American people. And if it's not, Congress, I need you to handle your business. Nephew?
I ain't got nothing to add on that. We be talking about this all day. Now, with that being said, let me get to some lighter news to end off the day. Miss Sherry Shepherd.
There goes my baby.
Of course. She took to critique the Oscars. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I think she was cooking.
Okay.
I think she was cooking. Now, shout out to the Sherry Shepherd show. I'm gonna let her get into her diatribe. Hey, like Sherry. I said, I think she was very much cooking. So let me get into it now.
Vanity Fair Oscars after parties seem to have an unwritten theme. It was just a lot of nudity. Okay, Julia Fox wore a completely sheer dress that barely covered her cookie jar. Zoe Kravitz graced us with her butt crack. You could see everything. Megan Thee Stallion wore a dark green gown with only matching green pasties to cover up her breasts. And so this is where I have to put my Auntie Sherry wig on. And I say this with all of the love that I have. Ladies, this is not it. And I say this because there are young women, young girls who are looking up to all of you. All of you. A lot of these celebrities, they say they don't want to be a role model. But here's the thing. It comes with the territory, being a role model. You can't escape it because, Megan, when you said you graduated from college, do you know how many young girls you inspired to go to school also? You didn't ask for that. You didn't ask for that, but they were watching you. I know, Megan, as an artist, you get a little raunchy. I done heard WAP and body yada yada. But I also say, and I listen to those songs too, but I also say, to whom much is given, much is required. And if you say, well, how do I know that these young girls are looking up to you? Because they look up to me too. And I get more girls coming up to me, young girls saying, Miss Sherry, I want to be a talk show host, or I want my own talk show, or I want to be an actress. I want to do what you do. So they are watching. And I'm not trying to shame anybody. I'm just concerned where all this is going. I said it before when I talked about Kanye's wife who went to the Grammys last month, and she took off her coat and had nothing on. It literally, it wasn't just her cookie jar. We saw cakes and croissants too. And she was standing there. But the one thing I would say is she looked very uncomfortable. And all y'all who are sitting out there, these young girls that are emulating you, they don't have security around them. So they're emulating you, and they go to these parties and something tragic could happen. These are our future, these young women and these young men. You don't have to, dress down to your ankle. Willie made me wear this long dress. But, I'm just saying, just think about it when you're.
Now shout out to Miss Sherry Shepherd. Now I do know the discourse is gonna be back at her, which like I said, I think she was cooking, but yeah, I know the discourse because this the same type of conversation they was talking about with One Sexy Red and folks like that. Yo, my brand is not fit for it. You know what I mean? It to be that type of role model-ish brand. I make a specific type of music that go to my business, or that goes to what I'm endorsed by. You got folks that say, yo, man, this is how I make my money. These type of fashion statements. Shout out to the fashion designers that do. But like she said, though, I don't know if because it's gonna be the main discourse is gonna come from my age group, and I get it. I mean, this how it was the era generation. The young ones didn't like what the old ones were saying, but I get where she coming from. If you just literally just, you know what I mean, you get outside yourself and how it's affecting you, because a lot of folks, they're going to be like, well, why is he just Meg Thee Stallion? Why is he just, did she do that? That's not what it's about. But that's me. I sound like a little bit of an old head today.
Well, I think this is more suited for Denise because she has a daughter and she's a mom. I think she can more speak to this than anybody.
Well, for me, I feel I kind of agree with her. It teaches young ladies, yeah, we can dress like this. This is entertainment. This is my job. But we know how to flip it as well. You should, because Meg is my chick. Like Meg is my girl. I love Meg. I do. However, no, I didn't like the dress. Not for this occasion. Women who say I don't like something, we're bashed because, oh, well, they did it back in the day. No. There are some shit that they do now that no, they didn't do. And I'm including Little Kim. There were still certain things that she had class with. And that's her and Foxy Brown. That's, my era. Those were my girls. Mm-hmm. I am a Meg. Man, when I say I bumped this girl, this is my girl. Like, I love Meg. She's smart as shit. However, I do feel like you do have these young ladies who's looking, they're looking up to you. Mm. Show them We know how to dress here. We know how to dress here. We know how to dress here. We can't always jump and go back in the day when trying to prove that these new day and age young ladies are right. They'll never learn. You know, you have young ladies, and I can only speak for young ladies, going to interviews in shorts and t-shirt. You know, show them that it's okay. You can wear your shorts and t-shirts, but there are certain places, events you wear it to. What's wrong with being classy? You're making it like being classy is not the way to go these days. That's bullshit to me. And if you're over, especially if you're over the age of 30 and you're okay with it, God, I was going to say something. I don't even care. You with the bullshit too, dumbass. Simple as that. You are like, you ain't got, and that's no kind of class. Like, no class, period. You have no class. And if you're okay with your young lady going to school, showing her boobs and all that, why the fuck she in school? Go and send her ass on over there to a strip club on the street corner and make that money. Get that dollar. That's just how I see it. Because that's what you're teaching them. It's okay. It's all right to show your boobs. It's okay to be naked. It's okay. But, and this will go over to the top next week. Don't say nothing to a dude when they tap that ass. And I'm not talking about hitting. But if you're showing it, you're showing it not because you want to, you're competing with the other young lady. You're not showing it because, oh, I think I look cute naked. You're doing it because you want the attention from a man, and don't say you don't. So let him touch it. Let him grab. That's what you got it there for, right? That's how I feel. My opinion. My daughter knows she couldn't wear certain things. She didn't even try me, you know, and it wasn't because she was intimidated. I raised her on it's okay to show certain things, you know, but be classy with it. And now she's about to be 30 and she's still classy with it. You know, she wear her little shorts, her little skirts that I wouldn't, you know. She's a petite young lady and it's still classy. Then she had her bachelorette party and she, you know, but it's you know how to flip it. So, you know, that's my opinion on it.
Yeah, it's
a lot of people ain't gonna like it, but it doesn't matter.
It's some respect to be involved. You can show it, but it's how you move with showing it.
There are people on TikTok speaking what they're saying.
Aquawoman, it's a time and place for everything. You have to know, teaching them how, hey, you can't go to an interview with this on. You go to, and I'm not saying the stockings and the suit, presentable. Erica said, but I didn't go out in the street like that. No, because we had class and we were taught different. Kimberly, it's not what you wear, it's how you wear it. Absolutely. Because that gown could have been fire as hell if they would have, you know. Erica I was raised on Vanity 6. And let's see. I agree with Bridget. We are raised on Uncle Luke, and but we still went to church. you know, we had that but we still had to go to church on Sunday morning. We were still presentable though, you know, even Freaknik. Let's go back to Freaknik. When I look the documentary on Freaknik and you see how the ladies were dressed back then, but it was a big difference. Ooh. You know, it was a huge difference. Now freak is so yeah, you know, it's a time and place for everything. And especially young ladies, we have to get, just because I'm not going to say they're lost. I'm not going to say that. I feel we can go back a little bit, you know, just kind of, but it takes, I guess, my village and that next little piece to stop saying it's okay when it's really not. It's not okay. They were so covered up, but it was still Freaknik, you know? So yeah.
With that being said, we are officially done with the entertainment news. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you do like, share, subscribe, all of those things, and stay locked in to the LIM. Alrighty. I'm done on my end.
All right, guys. I appreciate you guys locking into your favorite evening ride where you drink your cocktails. You know, you drink your coffee with your boy in the morning with coffees and conversation, but in the evening
you drink that tequila.
You get the tequila. I think I'm drinking Tito's. I think you're drinking.
I'm drinking pineapple juice.
You're drinking pineapple juice, you say.
Baby, I still love me some Meg, y'all. I swear to you.
All right, but we got a topic today, y'all. Y'all know here on the Joe Lockett Show, it is Wednesday, so y'all know that Denise comes in with the topics. Make sure you guys lock it in next week because she's bringing her whole panel I don't know who she's gonna have on her crew, but
we'll be back next week.
But she got a panel that's coming in. Y'all make sure y'all locking in for the next
Yes.
week's show. I don't know who it is, but y'all will see. It's a bunch of beautiful women that's going to have a topic that's going to get on my goddamn nerve.
I got
it's
Joe.
Okay.
I got Luke in my head.
But anyway, today Denise is on the show today. So, baby, what's the topic?
So today's topic: do as I say, not as I did. So having a conversation with some people and ladies, and I don't think anyone can say I am, and when I say I mean say to yourself, I live in a glass house with a whole bunch of rocks, but none have to be thrown because I don't do anything. I know Joe knows a lot about the Bible. He does. He just, don't know what goes where, but he knows a lot about it. Tina, baby, y'all gonna get me in trouble. Y'all gonna be in trouble, baby. I love me some big anxiety. Okay, so I was speaking with someone and she was saying how yes, she had been with a married man before, and it was years ago, and she didn't say that. Let me just put that piece out there. She didn't say it, but she has been. So I know I've shared before in the past that I have as well. When she said it, we were talking about something and she started going in about, speaking about another young lady and how that young lady was, that was just stupid. That's just stupid to me. And, just going in. But she'd been in that same seat. Is it right? No, it's not. But every morning that we wake up, in that 24 hours, tell me something. You're not perfect. And we all have a past, and we have a current, and we're going to have a future. And we're not going to be right on some shit. There's more than just those 10 sins or those 10 commandments, in the Bible. And I hate when people say the 10 commandments. There are commandments throughout the Bible. And I'm pretty positive that we break at least 3 to 4 within a month. And I'm being nice on that. So when she said it, I listened to her, and again, she has a child from that married guy. She was saying how stupid, the girl was, and how insecure she was, and just going in. And I was listening. And I said, when she kind of got quiet, I said, that's really interesting. Well, I will say, no, had nothing to do with my insecurity. She wasn't referring to me. However, she knew, just like I know about her. I don't feel that a person's stupid because of mistakes or, things that we've done in our past. I don't like the word stupid, though. And yes, your past, it doesn't define your present. But I can't bash you for doing something when I've done it. And we can go back to the dressing. Now, if I was just like had all my can we say that? When I've had all my little coochie out and had my little boobs out, and then here it is 10, 20 years on down the road, and I'm bashing these young ladies for doing it. I will never do that.
How do you take bashing? What is
bashing?
What is bashing?
Oh, I can't believe this dumbass girl got this stupid shit on. That's foul. To me, that's bashing. Don't come for me. Don't judge me. Like, I'm not a judger, but that's my mom and me. Mm-hmm. I can't. Can I help if you come to me, or if I see, hey, and we don't have the village, and I tell people, adults have villages as well, not just kids, but we don't have that village anymore because no one want to tell the other person what to do or how they feel about something, or hey, you might want to, or just mentors, especially women. A lot of women, we are looking to bash each other instead of helping each other. That is one of the biggest problems I feel women that we have. But in this case, like I said, she has a child by a married guy, and this is not the first time we've had this conversation, and she's bashing, and I'm like, damn, sis, you got a whole child over there, and her daddy was married, but you bashing? Let's go back over here to the Bible. I thought you had to be a virgin or no sex before marriage, right? But I don't think shit. Out of 100, maybe 80 might be. Well, no, maybe 10 or 20.
Maybe smaller than that.
You know. From my understanding, we don't supposed to have more than. So when people say, "Oh, you don't supposed to drink," no, that's not true. They had wine at the wedding in the Bible. It's you can't overdo anything. That's a sin. So out of the 500 and some pair of shoes I have, I'm sinning. You can't do more than, or you're not supposed to intake more than. There are so many tattoos. I have 11. It's just different things that people want to throw the Bible. Oh, you didn't supposed. Oh, well, you helping him commit adultery. Is that all you talking about? Didn't you just lie to your boss about saying that you were sick, but you really weren't sick? You were trying to go over here to Jamaica. Is that not a lie? And is that not something that God frowned upon? I just feel like, and I can't speak for men. I'm only speaking for women. And we bash each other over shit instead of, it's okay, sis. You did what you did. It's all right. That's for you to ask God for forgiveness and for him to judge you, not me. Exactly. And I'm sorry, Bridget said, don't forget where you've been. And that's just it. We forget when we get to a certain point or a certain place in our life, or when we get married. You forgot. Now all of a sudden it's, oh, that bitch wrong. But you had you dated 2 men who were married. There's somebody else. And now that you're married, now all of a sudden, oh my God, you back. No, sis. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that because now you have a husband and you probably finna know how it feels. No, we're not doing that. And I'm speaking for ladies because we bash each other so much. And I'm tired of it. Like, damn, get over it. Let's just stop. Because honestly, and I think I said it a couple of shows before, when I did say, yes, I dated a married guy, I was told, oh, my self-esteem was low. And no, that's not what happened. It had nothing to do with that. I was at a vulnerable time in my life. I just lost my mother and my grandmother 2 weeks apart. I wasn't even looking to mess with this guy. I didn't even know he was married. I didn't even know he existed, to be honest. But when I was around him or when I was speaking to him, I laughed. And it just fell to something that shouldn't have been. But that's on me. I would never, now that I'm getting married, well, let me clear that up. I'm not getting married. I'm just using that as an example, now I'm getting married. I want to put it out there. I'm getting married, and now, I gotta bash every. No, stop. Just stop. And that really bothered me. Not because that was something that I did, but because she did it. You have you can't lie about it. You got proof. Your child. But now you're dogging this young lady out because she did something that you did before and have proof of it. So that's my little deal. And exactly, give ladies the grace that you would give yourself. Judging others is not cool. Self-righteousness, hypocrite. I hate that. And it's us. Why do we do it to each other? Like, now, while we on this marriage thing, and I got to bring a guy in it. One, ladies, why is it that we would blame and bash that woman, but when it comes to the guy, it's but that's a guy. He's a guy, so guys do stuff, but you know better. Well, do you not supposed to be held at that same standard as that woman you were dealing with? Last time I checked, and I will say this: you took those vows. You know what you're doing. You cannot, I don't feel a man can bring a woman into their household. You open the door for that woman to come in. Now, yeah, the woman has what she has to deal with, but the man does too. Now, I've never heard of a guy, and I know you don't mess with married women, but is it like that? And even though you don't do it, is it like that? Or have you heard of guys doing the same thing as ladies? Because I don't talk to guys and they say, oh, yeah.
Guys, I've heard, guys doing the same thing as women, Denise. But guys live by a different code than women do. There's man code and there's women code. I don't know women code. There are certain men that has the utmost respect for marriage, the woman, you know what I'm saying, in relationships. And then there's the men who don't give a damn, right? I'm at a point in my life right now, and even when I was younger, I tap a married woman in my life? I've tapped 2. Now, when I did, I was in my 20s. I didn't have any morals or self-respect for myself when I did those things. I was not thinking about the man. I was trying to get me. When I realized, and I guess it's maybe crazy to say, but when I woke up and realized that there was another man on the other end of her, and I thought about that, I didn't want to do that anymore. Now, that's not every man, right, that feels that way, because the way men look at women that are married, Denise, is she's going to be less of a hassle. You know what I'm saying? If she's married, because I'm going to get the fun part of it, then she go back home to her husband. You know what I mean? So for some men, that's what that is. For me, I can get fun from a single woman, right? Or a woman that's dating another guy, than for me to get it to a woman who supposedly committed her life to her husband. Now, I look at that different, and some people may look at it different. I would I would smash a woman. I knock boots with a woman that's dating somebody, right? Because they're not married. Where I draw my line is when he put a ring on your finger and proposed to you, I can't do that with you no more, because now you have committed. To me, you're saying I'm committing myself to him only.
So you're saying that they're not committed if they're in a relationship?
They're committed to that guy, but you're not bound by matrimony saying, and like I said, this is just Joe's rules. There ain't nobody's rules in the world that I'm right or wrong on it. It's just the way I conduct my business with my private life. If you're dating a guy and you still smash it with me, I do that. I would do that. I will do. That's who I am. If you got a fiance, the moment that if we're smashing and he proposed to you, I'm moving back, because now you're committing yourself to a guy and saying that you're going to be with him. So for me at that point, I'm moving away from you and I'm not going to be the guy to disrupt mess up your marriage, right? When you're dating or you're exclusive with somebody, it's wrong. But that's to you and him when you're dating, right? For me, you're stepping out on your boyfriend. That ain't got shit to do with me. It's different for me. And like I said, just me, if you're stepping out on your husband, right? Because I've been a boyfriend, I've been a side piece, and I've been a husband. And I don't care if my girlfriend step out on me. Okay, don't accept it. I'm declining. I don't care if my girlfriend steps out on me, because she's replaceable, and so am I.
When you say
I care if my wife,
you say side dude, but because I guess I look at the side person or the other person as in a marriage, but you're saying it as just a relationship.
Just a relationship.
Okay.
Okay. So for me, this is the way I look at it. I don't want my wife to have anybody else but me. I am under the understanding, if you're my girlfriend, there's a possibility you may have somebody else. That's the way I look at my life. That's the way I govern my life. Other people may not govern their life that way. But for me, if you don't have my last name and you still have the last name Courier, right? You can do what the fuck you want to do, regardless of what you told me. At the end of the day, guess what? I have no jurisdiction over my girlfriend. When you become my wife, you become my life. For me, I look at that differently. I'm not saying everybody does and everybody got to agree with me. I don't give a fuck. But I'm telling you, for me, my exclusive girlfriend can walk out on me tomorrow, and what the fuck can I do? What do I owe her, and what does she owe me? If she walk out on me tomorrow, if my exclusive girlfriend I've been with for 5 years, okay, she's exclusive. Oh, this is 3 years because I want to get to come along here. My exclusive girlfriend walk out on me, Denise. We've been together for 2 years exclusively. She walk on me. What the fuck can I do? Nothing, right? My wife can't do that. You see what I'm saying? There's consequences and repercussions behind it, because now you have my last name. You've made a commitment to me. We've tied our lives together. We got assets together and shit like that. If I was dumb enough or she was dumb enough to be a girlfriend and boyfriend and tie us together without our last name being tied, so be it. But when you get married and you do it that way, and like I said, it's just me, I hold that to a different standard and a different level. Now, everybody may hold that differently than I do, but if me and you been banging for years, whatever, but once that dude put that ring on your finger and said, Denise, I can't do it no more.
Let me address some real quick.
Sure.
On Nakia. I'm not saying it's okay to bash a woman for dressing how they dress. I gave my opinion, and I thought I said this is how I look at it. Yeah, I don't feel that they should. You should teach. It's a time and place for everything. I'm not gonna bash no woman though. And I am kudos when it comes to Meg all day, every fucking day. I'm not, at the same time, I say it again, I'm not bashing a woman for marrying or messing with a married man. I'm not bashing Joe for messing with somebody's girlfriend, because like you think that way, I think different. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, I look at it's another person on the other side.
I got you.
So that other person, they're going to be hurt, mm-hmm. whether there is a ring or whether there's not. Somebody's over there on the other side.
Right.
I'm not bashing you though. That's how you think.
Right.
I'm not going to bash a married woman or married man or how somebody dresses.
Right.
I never said, I don't believe in bashing. And I also said, I don't judge. That's one thing about my mom. And I have people who I meet now, she's been gone, and they like, oh God, I love your mom. One thing she did, she looked at everybody as who they were. Mm-hmm. I don't believe in bashing. And the issue is, like you just did, you come for a woman about saying some things and it's bad. I never said I'm bashing a person for dressing a certain way. I don't agree with it. Just like I don't agree with a married man going when you know you're married. In my case, yes, I did it. I didn't even know the dude was married. It was a certain time. And honestly, I don't even have to explain my fucking self for that. I did what I did. Never bash nobody for fucking before you got married either, because chances are you fucked before you got married. You if you ever married, I don't know you like that. But we can't continue to, because I feel a certain way, now I'm gonna bash. No, I don't do that. And one thing about Denise, I will never do that, because at the end of the day, we all have to be judged. Not by me, not by you, not by Joe, not by nephew. We're gonna be judged, because if I had to judge everybody, we all to be gone, including me.
You got people on Facebook saying hey to you.
Hey, y'all. Hey. So let's just clear that up. I don't believe anybody need to bash anybody. And if I'm saying, yes, I feel that there's a time and place to wear certain things, that is not bashing. That is my opinion on that. Yes, I do have a daughter. When she was in my house, certain things, hey, of course in schools, well, I know down where we live, you can have your skirts, but so short, but my kids just, they watched you, they watched me. And there were certain, I was working. They saw me put on a suit. They saw me put on a pair of pants. They saw, and I saw my parents and my, so, but I'm not going to bash. Hell, it's some things $1,400-$1,500 prom dresses I don't agree with, but I can't bash you for doing it. Ain't my money. So let me just put it out there. I'm not bashing anybody. What I'm saying is, yeah, there's a time and place to wear things. And I'm not bashing a man for messing with a married woman. I can't bash Joe for messing with somebody else's woman,
That's a girlfriend or boyfriend. Yeah.
Right. I'm not going to do it.
But let me say this
differently.
And let me say this. I don't go out and sleep with somebody's girlfriend. I don't. Okay. So I'm saying I don't go out looking to, be with a woman that got a guy. Right. What usually happens in my situation, honestly, is it's somebody that I knew. We probably had been messing around, and they get a boyfriend. They're not feeling him in the beginning or whatever, right? And they may still mess around with me every once in a while. I have never messed with a woman in my life that has been with their boyfriend. She has a boyfriend, and then she come to me. It's always been somebody that I probably knew, right? Because there is a part of me, Denise and nephew and listeners. If I know you got a boyfriend, I kind of feel the same way that I feel when you got a husband. I don't want to fool you, because I don't want to deal with y'all problems, because I don't know you. If me and you've been messing around for years or for every once in a while, I can trust you. But some new woman that's trying to mess with me and she got a boyfriend, That's a headache for Joe Lockett. You see what I'm saying? Joe Lockett don't deal with headaches. Okay, I'm speaking to myself in the first and third person, but I don't deal with newness very well. So I'm not going to bring a new woman that I know that got a whole situation that I don't know you and I don't know him. This man can come over and hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Because he feels a certain way about his woman, and I get that. So at the end of the day, even though I say that I do, let me clarify how I do. It's 9 times out of 10 that somebody that I've known or spent some time with prior to, or if we haven't even slept together, I trust you enough to not bring drama to my studio, to my place of residence, or to my place of business where I do business at, right? I trust that person. So I don't go out actively. If a girl just flirting with me and I find out she got a boyfriend, 9 times out of 10, Denise, I'm going to tell her, no, you got a man, stick with her man.
Hopefully it's okay. I kind of hope, I'm hoping you're okay with this.
I guess I have to be now.
Yeah, you do. Just future Joe and nephew, they really have a lot, that they're doing in the mix. And we're going to get to the point where you can call in or something like that.
Yes.
Because Nakia said it's kind of hard to express via chat. So just wanted to kind of put it out there. That's okay. Okay. Just kind of putting it out there.
By this is March, April, no later than May, you will be able to call into the show.
So say that one more time, Joe.
By May, you will be able to call into this show. We are working on some things behind the scenes, but we want to make sure it's clean. It is going to be tested and it's going to work. So by May, you guys will be able to call into the Joe Lockett show, the Denise show, the Monique show. You won't be able to call into conversations. We're not going to do that show, but these shows here on this platform here, you'll be able to call into the show.
Question. I'm trying to understand why there has to be a time or place to wear something. So I think you're in real estate. So let's say you have to meet a client. You're not going to meet, and maybe you will, but would you, if you were someone you working with, or I say interviewing because, you go meet your client. Would you meet your client in a 2-piece bikini?
Or with your ass out there, titties hanging out?
Especially, if he has kids or mama, because I'm real respectful with moms, but would you go in a 2-piece bikini to show a property? Time and place for everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though we're here in the studio, I'm still going to watch what I wear.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm kind of warm right now, and I really want to take off my shirt, but I don't think that'd be appropriate. Shut up, Joe. Shut up, Joe. Shut up, Joe.
Hey, you wear a around here. Hey, it won't be appropriate. Hey, you know me. If I want to take my shit off,
no, you can.
I will.
You can.
I will.
But we can't. And that's another thing. I feel it's wrong. I feel it's wrong that you all in summertime, y'all can go into the gas station or whatever the case with flip-flop short and little wife beat. Not even a white beat. Y'all can walk down the street with no shirt on. But if I walk down the street with no shirt on, I get pulled. The cop gonna pull over. That's some foul ass shit. And that's something I gotta talk to Trump about.
But Trump be okay with it.
Trump need to do.
Our president be okay with you walking around with your shirt on.
Look, I'm trying to get this long taken off. You hear what I'm saying?
Out executive order.
I'm just saying.
Hey, you need to have him do it. Booms out
and
executive order.
The new national anthem need to be back that ass up. That's all I'm saying. Because if we can do that, you know what? If anybody know Elon, because that's how you got to get to the president, because that's who the president is to me. Tell him to hit me up.
You get you a Tesla.
Hey, I can't have that 18. You saying hell no, but I guarantee you, if I get hooked up, you're gonna be right there with it. My point. Anyway.
I mean, they ain't got hell yes, but
no. I'm not trying to make that you said, and I read what you asked. Why is there a time and a place to wear things? I read exactly what it said. So there's a time and there is a place to wear things.
So let me ask the person, whoever that is you're speaking to on social media.
Mm-hmm.
do they not think there's a time and a place to wear things?
Okay.
I'm asking that question. Do you not think there's a time and a place? I don't know who she is. I'm asking the question from Joe Lockett.
Nakia.
Okay, Nikita. Welcome to the show, baby girl.
Nakia.
Thank you. Huh?
Nakia.
Thank you. Thank you, Nakia. How you
Like
doing?
the Drake song?
Nakia, hey, baby, how you doing? Welcome to the Joe Lockett show. Let me ask you this question, Nakia. Do you think as a woman and for a young lady, I don't know if you have daughters or not, but if you have nieces or nieces, right? Do you think there's a time and a place to wear certain appropriate attire, or you think no matter where you are, you can wear whatever the hell you want to wear? Question I'm asking.
I mean, even if you, because I don't see why. So if we can recognize there's double standards, we can recognize there's a time and a place for things.
And like TikTok has got a lot of stuff to say too, Denise.
Yeah, like I don't see what the problem is, because even if it wasn't just a daughter, I think it's easy to say, oh, if you had a daughter, how she come out. Imagine a situation if you have your son and somebody came around your son halfway naked, and now he's asking questions he shouldn't be asking at a specific age, or he's reacting a certain type of way, and then down the line you find out he got certain type of issues when it comes to women, whether how he handled them, whether how he views them, whether how he's treated, but all he's seen is how they've been approached. You feel me? Like, it's other nuances to this conversation. That's why I don't know why it's such a problem. Yeah, there's a time and a place for
things. It's a problem because of where we are in 2025, that women don't want to be judged or told they are doing something inappropriate because it's something that they want to do.
And we also, in the same time, we're still maybe the same said women will be holding a standard to a lot of things. That's what I'm saying. We can't pick and choose.
So Kimberly, too much
Kimberly.
emphasis on what we are wearing.
We're reading responses from TikTok, y'all.
Yes. Aquawoman, when you know better, you do better. Leave people alone. And yeah, I was going to say that too, D. Alabama's no more common law. I think that ended in 2017. It's a headache. It was something that I did see. I'm more concerned about how you carry yourself.
And if you want to pin the comments, just press on it, Denise.
That's not my job.
No, it's your job if you got my phone over there, baby.
You gave it.
I gave you your phone, so this is what you're doing your day.
Oh, Lord.
This is what you're producing now. It's your show.
All
right, guys. If you guys are locking in, it's the Joe Lockett show. We're having a great show today. Also, make sure you guys lock it in tomorrow. It's 2:05 cocktails with Denise. Not Denise, but Monique. Monique will be tomorrow.
I drink.
Denise,
I don't know how to fix.
But we want you to come. I'm quite sure Monique will invite you onto her show. But Monique is tomorrow, and she's bringing in nephew. Can you believe she's bringing in Reese back again tomorrow?
Can't wait.
Yeah, man, that's gonna be a fire show tomorrow. Reese,
the one
you asked me about.
Oh,
yes,
really?
She's coming back tomorrow. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I kind of feel like her.
Nephew, you can go ahead and turn it because I had turned. You can turn it down a little bit.
So I'm gonna come with. She answered you, but Cake. I think that's your name.
Turn the heat down. Turn the heat down, not you too.
But why are we telling adults what to do? I don't know. You can't even go into businesses with no shoes on. You live in society, and society dictates what you wear. Those two comments were from Erica. Cake said, when you're over a certain age, adults with common sense knows what's appropriate and what's not.
You said it's Cake?
Cake.
I don't wonder, she got yams on her. But my bad. I'm just asking.
I will say this, Cake, our common sense, it's not everybody's common sense. Erica, I don't know why people are even questioning this. I'm with you, Erica. Cake said again, when people stay in their own lane, focus should be yourself now outside. Nakia answered you. I think when it comes to children, is on them, the parents, and how you want them raised. My initial statement was around the Oscar and Sherry. Okay. Repeat your question, Joe.
So the question was, do you think what's appropriate? Do you think it is appropriate to wear anything, or do you have a situation where basically if you can you wear anything anytime you want to, or you think there's certain situation where you should dress appropriately?
Did you hear him? And I will call you on that. I'll call you on it. I'm pretty sure I saved your number. I'm gonna call you on that. So Cake, I'm speaking of adults, but I get what y'all are saying. Okay. Yeah, which one of them said? Whichever one said, how you raise your kids. Let's go about raising our kids. A lot of them ain't being raised, and they're just being real. I have a neighbor. She has a 12-year-old, excuse me. And yesterday, one of my other neighbor called, and she said, we were saying, she was telling me something. She was like, yeah, she said, I was going to call you Saturday night. Saturday, when I saw on my cam that a guy was pulling on our other neighbor's car door at 3 a.m. in the morning. 3 a.m. So she said, but when I went over, knocked on the door to show her the video to tell her, hey, you might want to just watch out. Her 12-year-old came to the door and she was telling him to tell his mom because his mom, she didn't feel like getting up. And so she said that the little boy said, oh no, that was me. I was waiting on my DoorDash and they couldn't find us. 12 years old, 3 a.m. in the morning. Now, you know, I stay in a really nice neighborhood, but regardless, shit happens everywhere. 12 years old, first of all, I want to know who delivered at 3 a.m. in the morning.
That's what I was going to ask the question. Who delivered at 3 a.m.? I need to know who that is.
I need to know who it is. So when I have my money,
I want to work with that. I want to work where he worked because he got money for three. He got money for DoorDash.
No, the thing is, he's 12 and he don't. But you can pay for DoorDash, but you can pay for your garbage bin because you have. But
no, I'm saying, but I want to know where he get his money from because at 12,
his mama paid for it.
His mama paid for it.
Yeah, she paid for it, but she obviously she has no money because you using my paying my garbage dues and you ain't even you got yours repo. You don't want that. I'll tell you later. To you, answer the question. Answer the question.
She sent me some DoorDash at 3 in the morning.
Answer the question, Joe. I hate to ask question with question,
sure,
but I need to address it. Who determines what's appropriate?
Okay.
And I know, right? Yeah, I got to focus on one topic. You got to forgive us.
This is Joe Lockett show, baby. We always have both of the shit going on, but go ahead.
Erica says some things are just indecent. I speak. Okay. So question, but who determines what's appropriate?
Depending on the age. Okay. So if it's a child, the parents going to determine.
Speak up a little bit.
Okay. So it depends on the age. So if it's a child, I think the parents should determine what's appropriate. If you're grown as hell, I think you should determine what's appropriate. But if you are a star or you are a celebrity and you deem that that's appropriate for you, don't get upset when you go out there and do what you do and you get scrutinized by people because you put it out there, because the norms are that it's not going to maybe go your way. And when you're going to the Oscars or you're going to the Grammys or whatever, you're trying to get eyeballs and on you to get clicks to go to your brand and figure out who you are so they can see you. Because if you wear something normal, people just gonna say that was Meg Thee Stallion. But you got your titties and your ass hanging out, people gonna say, okay, now everybody's gonna share your shit out there. Your social media is gonna blow up and you're gonna make money, right?
I love me some Meg.
But I'm saying,
you know, the thing is, it's so challenging. Like,
but this is I
get it, and
it's just clickbait.
I know, and that's the thing because of how because she's smart as shit, and that's my girl, man.
And she said, if I show y'all a tad bit of nipple, right, and y'all go to my social media
nipple
page,
pretty too,
right? Damn.
I'm just saying. I love that.
It is. Inbox. I haven't seen it.
She can't say or do anything.
Nephew, I know you got it saved, so inbox me because I haven't seen it. I got a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, go ahead, send it out to me.
Yada. I gotta learn how to twerk. I love that girl.
You know something? But can I say this? You're the only motherfucker know with a big old ass that can't twerk.
I don't know how to
You cannot bounce your ass worth for shit.
I can't.
Right? She looks so awkward. She look like the white girl with no ass. When she try to twerk, the shit be like
y'all can't keep putting that on white girls nowadays.
Okay,
that's true.
Because
a girl that ain't got no because the rhythm be here, the doom. Denise be like,
gotta have, man.
Denise, baby.
It's 5 of us, and I'm the only one who don't have rhythm, and I think it's because
can you do a show on your show one day that they teach you how to twerk?
Hell no.
Okay.
No. That's a pay-per-view.
Okay, we can do a Patreon.
Meg can't. Let me put this out here one more time.
We can do a Patreon.
Meg can't do
Nephew.
Shit wrong.
I agree with y'all.
And that green was so pretty, and I want that.
So did she just show her nipples?
But part of that though, that's why I do think it matters given the setting, given the environment.
You know what? Okay,
But
so
it was the Oscars,
this is
though.
that's it.
But that's
this
but
is
that's
the
what
thing.
I'm saying.
I can see if it was BET Awards, and I'm not saying because it's Black Entertainment. I'm saying because his rap is.
I
don't even say MTV Awards, but not
I
BET.
mean BET, MTV,
But not the
Oscars.
Say that
It's just CERN.
Meg wasn't the only one doing that, and it was white folks doing it.
Well,
too.
let me also throw this out here as well. What's his name? Adam Sandler. Am I right?
Yeah, Adam Sandler.
Oh, yeah. I'm saying
But he did it as a skit.
Hold up.
That was set up.
But see, this is the deal. If you would have brought him up on the news, we would have been discussing him. I'm going off of who you brought on the news, which was my girl.
Dude, I'm keeping 100 with you. He wasn't so much of a topic as they was
because he did it as a skit.
Yeah, it was a skit.
It was a skit.
But regardless, and
but
even with Kanye, even with Kanye's
yeah.
wife.
But Kanye, no, so I gotta ask Kanye.
I just want to know what the hell.
Yeah, because no,
I'm not talking about her being naked. I'm not. But
Denise,
at least he could have. I mean,
Denise, he didn't got every woman he got butt naked and dressed crazy.
You know what? No,
he has.
But hold up.
Amber Rose, Kim Kardashian, and this female. They all have dressed like he wanted him to dress.
But this is the thing on this one. He went down. I'm sorry. My opinion, not Joe. He went down.
Meaning,
like you went from. And
you ain't the only one that think it.
He went down. Like what the fuck? At least because she not had some boobs, some ass. Like give her a shape, bitch. You got a Holy Ghost round now. Like she like a ghost. She's pale as shit. She's
she?
Just I don't know.
She a model.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, I think she modeled with Trump's wife.
Trump wife didn't.
But she did. She kind of looked like. If you look at
Jesus,
yeah, Trump wife.
Hey, we need to be like that big boy show that he be talking about something. And they did like Trump wife. They did what's that big boy with the
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but am I lying though?
Wait, you be on that horn right now.
But hold up though. If you go back to Trump's wife and that picture on the bed, y'all remember that picture? Or y'all remember that picture? Okay.
Trump's wife, yeah.
If you look,
our first lady, come on, our first lady, right? That was butt naked on the internet. That you can Google right now. Yeah.
So she's laying on the bed, right? Her and this other woman.
Yeah.
Kanye's wife looked just like the other woman.
Yeah.
And
but it's so artistic.
I mean, but the point is, he has a ghost. You went from, and I'm not even a Kim fan.
And she did that before he was the president.
She probably still doing. And you know something was crazy? Nobody's gonna speak about the suit she had on at the meeting that she had on yesterday. But let that had been Michelle Obama.
Nobody's gonna speak on anything.
But I'm just saying.
Nobody speaks on anything.
I'm just saying. But anyway, not going back there.
Thank you.
Yeah, his wife is a ghost, and he just went down. Like he just demoted. Like, honey. Yes. Look at Kim. Look at Amber. You know, these are nice looking ladies.
Amber and this girl?
No, Amber got it over this girl.
Did she?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Remove how you see her now with the tattoo. She's very pretty.
She's beautiful.
Amber.
Amber's pretty.
And she has a nice shape. I mean,
no. She got the tattoo on her forehead. That's what I'm saying.
But one thing I say about Kanye, all the young lady he's married to and all his women they're beautiful. Shapely wise, they're different. But his wife now, she's cute. She's cute. I think she's cute. She may not have a body.
All right. So it is 6:05 and it is time for
now
us
she
to
know
roll
how to do
out.
fucking a podcast. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Now she know how to tell the time and reset the show. God damn it. When I say you disagree with me. You don't think she's cute? Okay.
Yada 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 yada.
I think she cute. Nephew, did she got yams? I really haven't paid his wife any attention.
Part two to answer Joe's question. What you said before the but. If people determine what's appropriate for them, then the issue is with others. With that being said, there is never a time or place to wear anything you want if you think it's appropriate. If I feel it's appropriate, I swear to you, some stuff, I feel that it's truly about how you're raised and your thought process. And like Erica Bunker says, excuse me, we should have common sense. Your common sense, it differs.
We got 2 minutes. All right, so
one now.
All right, y'all. We out of here, y'all. We will see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you guys lock it in for Monique Cocktails 205. Have a great night.
And we are. I don't know how to do your intro.